Good afternoon. Introducing Christopher Brown, Karen Glasgow,
Sky Morgan,
and we are
Forever Novelty.
The Disaster Alert Response System, DASGS 1.2 mobile application, has been developed by Forever Innovation to aid the National Emergency Management Organization to disseminate important information on impending disasters to the general public. As such, to allow them to have this information at their fingertips.
The idea for the tagline came about from the difficulties that NEMO faces in effectively disseminating information to the general public. There was a need to better reach the public in an effort to reduce damages incurred by the impending disaster through a flow of updating information. With timely information, we can be better prepared to minimize the damages incurred by an impending disaster. Hence, our tagline,
Linking information, a better prepared nation.
The problem: there are very little or no communication links between the disaster management units and, by extension, the public.
The solution: DASGS 1.0 mobile application will create a much needed link between the disaster management units and, by extension, the general public.
Implementation. DASGS is very easy to implement. There's very small cost to the government. However, it requires a server to hold all the information, smartphones or any Android device, internet access, the strategic partners that work with NEMO to provide support, and the little or no staff is required.
How the government benefits from DASGS. There will be a better image in the eyes of the public in the dissemination of information during times of crisis. Also, there will be a greater reach to the public in times of disaster. Therefore, we can expect there will be less economic costs to the government.
How DASGS works. DASGS consists of 5 pages. They are the home page, the directory information page, the general information page, the response page, and the satellite imagery page. The home page provides users with the current warning status issued by NEMO, if any. If none is present, then the weather will be displayed. The directory information page provides users with shelter information such as numbers and the location of shelters, as well as emergency numbers. The general information page provides a user with several tips, guidelines, and emergency plans that would aid in the alleviation of the impact of a disaster. The response page allows users to send videos or pictures and/or a concise description of the damages that have occurred in their area. This allows NEMO to receive information from the public. The satellite imagery page allows persons to access a high-resolution satellite image centered on their island, which gives the user a unique and detailed perspective of the weather at that current moment in time. As we can see here, these different organizations would aid in the effective functioning of DASGS.
From in-depth discussions with the management of NEMO and its IT division, we were made aware of their current project called the RDS, or Radio Distribution System. The way it works is that a receiver will be placed in the home of the user, and when an alert is sent, it will be sent to the receiver, which after a certain amount of time has passed, will alert the user to it. However, it is currently only limited to 3 radio channels and specific areas within the Caribbean.
How is DASGS innovative? It is original, as it's the first of its kind made by Vincent for St. Vincent and the Grenadines, but it can be expanded for the entire Caribbean. It is informative, as information is quickly shared. It is a central data manager, as it rapidly updates its information through the use of a server, which will host the database, and it is conveniently accessible at the user's fingertips.
The features that make DASGS viable are the pages of the app themselves, which have already been listed and explained above.
How is DASGS fitted for its target market? It is user-friendly, as it's easy to navigate. It has a sleek design, so it's pleasing. It enables a new way to learn about hazards and disasters, and eliminates the task of physically having to go to NEMO after a disaster.
The pros, cons, and limitations associated with the DASGS mobile application. The pros. Firstly, DASGS provides vital information so that the public can be adequately prepared to manage a natural disaster. The dissemination of such information from NEMO will be facilitated in a more effective and timely fashion than is currently being facilitated by the National Emergency Management Organization. Once this information is disseminated more quickly, the public would have more time in order to successfully prepare to manage their property. More GDP is expected to be saved, as once persons are more adequately prepared, less money would be spent on the rehabilitation process once persons are more adequately prepared. The cons and limitations of DASGS. Persons may choose to misuse the app and transmit incorrect information. The validation of information received from the public may be time-consuming, and some benefits require internet access, although the majority will be available in the offline mode. As we can see, the pros outweigh the cons. As such, there is no reason why the Disaster Alert Response System DAS 1.2 mobile application will be unable to efficiently and effectively execute the task for which it has been developed. DAS provides the National Emergency Management Organization with a communication platform that will allow them to disseminate information to the public, as well as communicate with other disaster management organizations in the region. DAS provides a path for a better prepared nation by providing up-to-date information. DAS, linking information, a better prepared nation.